These mountains are different. And now I realize they're still low little mountains, but they're not made out of the same stuff as the mountains we've been seeing. Good morning, everybody. From, I don't know, about mile 60-ish on the Dempster Highway. Everything's already all packed up and ready to go because I didn't deploy the tent, so getting ready to go was pretty easy. And I think we're getting ready to hit the road. This was, I mean, not the most exciting camp spot in the world, but I do have nice views. And surprisingly few mosquitoes. I mean, there are some mosquitoes, but it wasn't too bad. If you're new to the channel, I'm Katie. This is my Jeep, and we're driving the Dempster Highway right now. We are headed to the Arctic Ocean. Not today, but we'll get there eventually. We've just passed Tombstone Mountain in Tombstone Territorial Park, and are headed in the direction of Eagle Plains, which is the first place you can get gas on the highway. And it's a lot of kilometers between the first gas station at the beginning of the highway and Eagle Plains. I'll put it up here, how many kilometers that is, and miles. So you don't want to have your engine just running and not making progress because it's a long way between gas stations right here. So let's go. Aurora. These are the kind of mountains where I would expect to see sheep, like Dall sheep, which are the type of sheep you're gonna see up here. So I'm keeping my eyes out, but they're really hard to spot because they're usually really high up. Oh, just look at this. It's a little hazy out, but this is beautiful territory. There's a fox, and it's carrying some dinner. We've just reached the end of Tombstone Territorial Park, and it's got a splashy ending. That's like a picture-perfect mountain. I was just thinking that it might be nice to stop and have some lunch, and this just started happening. So I'm not sitting outside and making a nice lunch. We're having a bagel and some cream cheese while we sit in the rain. Don't mind the rain, it cools things off. And it makes the mosquitoes a little less voracious, but it's not so good for sitting outside and enjoying the beautiful environment. Bagel was the simplest thing I could come up with to eat. Plus they're good. Finished my lunch. It's still raining. We may be in for rain for a bit. I'm headed to a campsite, which is a campsite I was potentially aiming for yesterday, but kind of ran out of time to get to it. And it's just a campsite, but it should be pretty, and there might be some fishing. These mountains are different. And now I realize they're still low little mountains, but they're not made out of the same stuff as the mountains we've been seeing. Did a little reading because I was like, these are really different mountains than what we've been seeing. And these are Dolomite mountains, Dolomite limestone mountains. And this area was unglaciated, no glaciers. No glaciers went through this area during the Ice Age. So they're different and neat. This is a cool area with all the limestone and little rock outcroppings in the mountains. It's really pretty and just different. I haven't seen this type of scenery on either the Dalton and up till now on the Dempster. Here we go, big truck. Are we gonna survive it? Yes, we survived it with an intact windshield. And that truck was kicking up a lot of little rocks. I am determined to finish the Dempster with an intact windshield. Oh, and another one. They seem to be running in packs today. All safe. For now. That's the Red River. You can probably guess how it got its name. The guidebooks strongly advise not drinking that water. I think I will take their advice and not drink that water. I find it very interesting that where the mountains are white or gray, the river's running red. Where did the red come from? I paused for a moment in front of this really cool rock formation because I see another truck. And the last one that passed me by was going, just hauling. This one seems to be going really fast too. They kick up all the rocks when they're going that fast, besides the dust. So sometimes it's better to just get out of the way. Ogilvie River, and if luck holds out, we'll be camping on that river tonight. I think this is the entrance we're supposed to take. I have it marked on my map, but I don't have internet up for iOverlander to work, so I'm close, but I can't tell you for sure if we're on the right track. If we're in the right spot, which it looks like GPS is telling me I'm heading to the marked point on the map, we should end up on a riverbed. We gotta go down this hill. Inside the car, this is what it looks like. We are just driving on some rocks till we find a spot that seems like the spot we want. Those rocks have been recently muddy and wet. We're gonna choose a different spot. Yeah, I think that'll do. There are mosquitoes. I'm gonna get all my mosquito protection set up pretty quick and I hope that it gets a little breezy because the air is very still right now, and hope that I'm parked in the correct direction for whenever the wind starts. A mosquito just landed on my thermocell. Okay, I don't think it's on. Sometimes it takes a minute. I really hope my tent is pointed in the correct direction for the wind. The mosquitoes have died down a little bit, but the horseflies are pretty wicked. We are all set up with mosquito netting on top. I've got my hot shower getting warm in the sun. Woo! And it's up to 104 already. This is our lovely, and we have mountains in the distance back there, and mountains right there, and a little bit of forest. It's another dream camp, except the mosquitoes and the horseflies. But now I think it's time to toss a line in this water. Try to get my line further out. So I'm gonna walk further out. Fortunately, the water's not very cold. It's kind of pleasant, actually. Probably helps if you're not stepping on your line. The cool fishermen don't have to look at their rod to make sure that they're not tossing it back too far. I'm not one of those cool fishermen. And even looking, I think I toss it back too far. Like the brain is not communicating with my arm. No fish as usual, but good times. And I think it's time that I'm gonna take a shower because my water's warmed up enough for that, and then figure out what I'm having for dinner. I don't know what I'm having for dinner. I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I'll ponder that while I'm taking a shower. See you guys in a minute. Being freshly showered is a wonderful thing, and it's getting late. I didn't really realize how late it's getting, and I'm hungry and I don't feel like cooking, so I am just having some hummus and some pita and stuff, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody, from our beautiful campsite on the Ogilvie River in the Yukon on the Dempster Highway. It's so cool to be here. It really is. It's just awesome. I already got camp all packed up in a moment of low mosquitoes, and at the immediate moment there's low mosquitoes too. I did get packed up pretty quick because the mosquitoes came back super fast as soon as the wind died down, and I just saw one flying behind the camera. So this is going to be quick. We have Alaska. We have the Yukon, and we are right here camped on the Ogilvie River, about maybe a third of the way up the Dempster Highway. We are going to be heading toward Eagle Plains today. I'm pretty sure the only thing at Eagle Plains is a hotel and a campground. And maybe someplace to buy some food. But I could be wrong. I have not been there. So we're going to find out what's at Eagle Plains. It's also a place where we can get gas, and we will need it when we get to Eagle Plains. Okay. The mosquitoes are starting to do a little light swarm. So We're getting out of here. Aurora har. I got so many mosquito bites doing that little sequence with the drone. I got so many, and I got some in the car. I hope it looked cool. At this charming little spot on the Ogilvie River, the guidebook pointed out that you can see Elephant Rock, but use binoculars. And it really does look like an elephant. And I used my binoculars. It looks really cool in the binoculars, but I don't have a whole lot higher zoom. So hopefully you guys can see Elephant Rock. And I'm diving back into the car because there's mosquitoes. Mosquito got in. It took me a minute to find Elephant Rock with the binoculars because there's no sign pointing to where it is. There's just a little sign on the road that says Elephant Rock, and that's it. Fortunately, I have my trusty milepost book, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have even known it was there. Or would not have known to look with binoculars. What do I do with my keys? Oh, I set them on my hood. I've got to get out of my car to get the keys. Okay. That was cool, but there's so many mosquitoes. Obviously, that's called Elephant Rock because it looks like an elephant. But they also have found mammoths and elephants in this area in the fossil record. So, pretty cool. It's starting to rain pretty good now, so I'm headed back to the car. Gorgeous though. I mean, I really wasn't expecting these beautiful mountains. And apparently there's kind of mountains nearly to the Arctic Ocean. We get another view of these incredible mountains. These are the Ogilvie Mountains. And that beautiful river valley. I don't know how easy it is to tell in camera, but these mountains go on a long way. We're quite a bit a ways down the road from when these mountains first started appearing. They just go on and they are incredibly beautiful. This is obviously an old wildfire, a lot of regrowth happening, but it's pretty big. We're getting closer to Eagle Plains, which actually has an active wildfire happening. I don't know how close it is to Eagle Plains, but I do know that it did close the highway for a day or two, just a couple weeks ago. So hopefully everything is open. I've been driving a ways, and I thought I was much closer to Eagle Plains than I am. We're still 57 kilometers from Eagle Plains, just past a sign. So there's a lot more to go, and it's all this. Plains Lodge, 2 kilometers. I'm really happy to see that sign. It's been a long day of driving. Camp is all set up. There's a little campground here, a little hotel, a restaurant. It's $36 a night for a site with electric, which I wanted because I need to recharge my power stations with more than the car and the sun. I need to get them fully charged so that I can do some power editing. This editing takes a ton of processing power, which takes a lot of electricity. Now it's time to go in and get some food. I should probably say that this direction because there's a lot of wind. Now it's time to go in and get some food. The hotel is like completely full up right now because there's a bicycle race. I'll show you all the bikes that are parked out front. And apparently this is the stage they've reached. So a whole bunch of people are in the hotel tonight, but nobody in the campground. One other person so far. I can't believe you guys are sleeping through this. Are you sleeping through this? You're not sleeping. Are you waiting? It is roast beef. That was fantastic. And the puppy dogs very much added positive vibes to the ambiance. Cute little place filled with stuffed critters, which one would expect for a Yukon territory icon such as the Eagle Plains Lodge. And look at the lovely view from the lodge. I walked behind the hotel because I was like, oh, there's a lovely viewpoint here. What I didn't realize, we are now in the Arctic Circle. You are now standing at the latitude that marks the Arctic Circle. And I think we're in those few weeks in summer where the sun just kind of does a lazy circle in the sky rather than ever setting when you're above the Arctic Circle. But I'll have to do some Googling. But I'm pretty sure that I'm still in the time frame. And that's really cool. That's a very neat thing to experience. Oh, but there is a view. There's a lovely view. You can see the road over there. And it looks like we're going to be doing a lot more driving through this little foresty stuff. That's pretty cool that we are above the Arctic Circle. And now I think it's time to head back to the Jeep. And if you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you should subscribe. Hit the button down below. Become a subscriber. All the cool kids are doing it. That's it for tonight, guys. We'll see you down the road.